Hello friends, welcome to Catalyst Chemistry. As we discussed in last class, important point about what Bohr's atomic model means postulates of Bohr's atomic theory. Bohr's atomic model or Bohr's atomic theory is only applicable for what hydrogen atom or hydrogen like atoms, means there must be only one electron, then only Bohr's theory is going to applicable. Okay. In all the Bohr's postulates are not holds good, but some of the postulates are going to fail. Okay, that is why in this case limitation, the heading is today we are going to discuss the next point is what the limitations of Bohr's theory, means where Bohr's postulates or Bohr's theory is going to fail, means what are the limit, what are the last limit. Okay, that is what important, that point we are going to study limitation, okay, limit of Bohr's theory. Okay, that word meaning just here in this case what 6, 7, 8, okay, 8 limitations are there. In some book they are given what 6 only, no problem. Okay, that depends on what sentence. Here is there first point, I told only the Bohr's atomic theory is only applicable for what hydrogen like atoms. Hydrogen like atom means hydrogen containing only one electron. Such kind of atoms is only follow the what Bohr's atomic theory. The first postulate is it is applicable to only hydrogen or winning electron. Here is their important word winning, U-N-I, winning means one. Winning means what? One electron system like Hg plus, lithium 2 plus, beryllium 3 plus, etc. And the spectra of multi electron, multi means more than 2. Multi means more than 2 or more than 1 we called multi electron system could not be explained. Okay, just here I am going to explain this point here only. Here is there, it is applicable only what hydrogen or uni electron system. Just here in this case I am going to write here. Okay, hydrogen atom is there. Okay, no problem. Hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom means in this case one electron is there. Next one is what? Only one proton. Okay, there is no neutron. This one is indicate what? Nucleus of hydrogen. Next, this is what revolving around the electron. Here one electron is there. This can follow the Bohr's theory. This hydrogen atom can follow the what? Bohr's theory. In this case, what the force of attraction is there? We called a Coulombic force, etc. So on. Okay, this first one is clear. The next I am going to take the second one is what? Helium atom. I am going to take helium. What is the atomic number of helium? 2. What is the mass number is 4, means make it double. Okay, the atomic number is what? 2 is there. If atomic number is 2 means 100% what? The number of electron is also 2. That is why in this case this is a nucleus. The next here one is there electron. In this case what? This 1s2 electron means in this case 2 electrons are present. No, this helium is not going to follow the condition for Bohr's atomic theory. This will not come a Bohr's atomic theory. Why? Bohr's did not answer this question. Okay, that is why the Bohr's theory is going to, means Bohr's the postulates means that postulates is going to fail. Okay, that is why most important. That is why in this case what I wrote here, helium plus I wrote. Helium plus means just here going to I am explain helium plus. Helium plus means in this case what? 2 electron is there. Helium plus means the loss of 1 electron. At least one is there, no, here. At least what? 1 is there. That is why you have to remove 1 electron. In this case totally how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. You are going to remove 1 electron, only 1 electron is left. No, that is why in this case this is the water nucleus. Next in this case what happened? Here one electron is there. This helium plus ion follow the rules or postulates of what? Bohr's atomic theory. Okay, is it clear? The next one is what? Lithium 2 plus is there. Next I am going to take what? This is lithium. Lithium means what? Atomic number is 3. The mass number is what? 6. Make it double. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. The periodic table is compulsory. Initially I told you at least you have to make 30, up to 30 make it perfect. Okay. Okay, here is what? Lithium 3 is there. Next one is helium 3. In this case what happened? This is what? Nucleus. Next here one is what? Electron. Next one is next orbit is there. What is the electron configuration? 1s2, 2s1. Here I am going to write here 2 electron, here 1 electron is there. In this case means this is they called as a multi electron. more than 2 or more than 1 we called what? Multi electron. Here is there the spectra of multi electron system could not be explained, okay, according to what? Bohr. Just here in this case what happened? Here outermost electron we call it as the outermost. Why you are going to call it as outermost? It is away from nucleus, that is why they called as the outermost electron. In this case what happened? Here is there, this nucleus is there, outermost electron, attraction is there, no problem. But these two electrons start repulsion towards what? This electron. This electron is pushing this electron, it will go out, again this electron is there, and these two electrons are start repulsion to this electron. That is why in this case what happened? The force of attraction is going to decrease. The force of attraction is going to decrease. In this case also what? Bohr's atomic theory is going to fail. Okay, this is not going to follow. That is why they are going to remove 2 electron in lithium. That is why they wrote lithium 2 plus. Is it clear? How many electrons are there? Totally 3 electrons, but in this case lithium 2 plus means you have to remove 2 electron. Finally you are going to get only 1 electron. It is follow the Bohr's atomic theory. You have to apply beryllium 3 plus. Very simple is there. I told only what is atomic number of beryllium? 4. You have to write, and you have to write beryllium, lithium 2 plus, all are indicate what? Multi electron system. The first limitation is over. The final conclusion is the hydrogen means what? This Bohr's theory is only applicable to what? Any electron system. This case close. Okay. The next one, the experimental value of ionization enthalpy and the value calculated, means calculated value from Bohr's theory do not agree. Just here in this case what is ionization enthalpy? We will study this point in what? The next topic, that classification of element is there. Ionization energy means very simple definition, the amount of energy required to remove an outermost electron, that is called what? Ionization energy. I think you are not going to understand that point, leave it here only, I will explain in that topic. Okay, okay friends, no problem. Means in this case what? The experimental ionization energy and the calculated, according to Bohr's calculated ionization energy do not agree, do not match these two values. That is why in that case also Bohr's atomic theory is going to fail. Okay. Do not worry about ionization energy, I will explain simple. Okay. Next, third one is there, Bohr's theory fails to explain the fine spectrum of fine structure of spectral lines. Means what? Bohr's theory fails to explain the fine structure, FINE, fine structure of spectral lines. Just here, if you want you can take a screenshot. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just I am going to remove this one. Okay. Just listen here. Okay, this point we are going to explain. Okay, just here. Bohr's theory fails to explain the fine structure of spectral lines. Means just here in this case, this one is what? Nucleus is there. Okay. Next in this case what happened? The electron revolving around the nucleus, no problem. Here is electron is there, it can move from what? Lower energy to higher energy, no problem, higher energy. After that this higher energy electron is there, this is unstable excited state, it will come down, start emission of radiation. This is a basic. These radiations they are going to pass in a prism or a photographic plate. Okay, these radiation pass to this prism. In this case what? There is a formation of spectral lines. There is a formation of what? Spectral lines means indirectly what? Single line formation. Bohr assumed that there is a formation of single line, but not like that. In advanced technology they are going to use powerful spectroscopic apparatus. They are going to use. That time they are going to get several lines. These lines are very thick lines, slightly. Okay, in this case what? There is a formation of what? Several lines. That is why this theory also going to fail. Means Bohr initially thought that in this case what? There is a formation of only one line. Okay, only one line, but after that they are advanced technology spectroscopy, they are going to use in this case what happened? There is a formation of what? Fine structure of fine structure. There is a formation of what? Fine structure. Okay. Bohr's theory fails to explain the fine structure of spectral lines. Okay, is it clear? Means what? There is a formation of what? several lines, but in this case there is a formation of what? Single lines. Single line is not possible, there are several line possible, but initially that much advanced spectroscopic apparatus not there that time, that is why they got only one line, but nowadays more advanced technologies are there, in that case they are going to get what? Several lines. Again this this limitation is going to what? Fail. Okay. Next, the next one, fourth one, does not explain why the angular momentum of an electron integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. Means what I told, in this case the nucleus is there, this is what electron revolving around the nucleus. This electron, every electron is having a integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. Means integral multiple means first is there n equal to 1, 1h upon 2 pi, second one is 2h upon 3 pi, third one is 3h upon 2 pi, so on is there. Why the first orbit is 1h upon 2 pi, Bohr's do not having an answer. Okay, that is why again in this case also what? Bohr's is going to face the problem. Okay, that is why Bohr's did not give a answer about angular momentum. Why every electron is having a angular momentum? Again this theory is going to fail. Okay. The next one, the uncertainty principle goes against Bohr's theory. Uncertainty principle. What is Heisenberg uncertainty principle? That is full sentence is what? Heisenberg, name of scientist, Heisenberg uncertainty principle is there. That principles and Bohr's theory do not match. What is Heisenberg uncertainty principle? We will study in next video, do not worry. Okay. After that you have to compare with Heisenberg uncertainty principle and Bohr's theory, you will get an idea. Okay. Next one is what? He fails to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Okay, Zeeman effect and Stark effect. First I am going to explain a Zeeman effect here. What is Zeeman effect? Okay. He fails to explain Zeeman effect. Okay. Just here in this case Zeeman effect means what? Try to understand what? Magnetic field. Here M is there, no? Just you have to remember, do not confuse. You have to just analogy Zeeman, M is there, no? That M is indicate magnetic field. Okay. Just here in this case what happened? Zeeman is going to put a magnetic field here. Okay. He is going to put a what? Magnetic field. Here is there, means he is going to, do not show the charge, here is north is there, he is going to put a what? South. Okay. Next after that he is going to pass one single line. Okay, Zeeman, he is going to pass one single line. Single line why he is going to consider? Because of what? Only one electron. If only one electron is there, that can give only one spectral line, no? But in this case not like that. In this case what happen? This single electron is going to pass, in this case what? North and south, they are going to use north and south means magnetic field. In this case he is going to get a several lines, he is going to get a what? Several lines, not only one lines. In this case he is going to get a number of lines. Again this theory is going to what? Fail. Means Bohr said that in this case hydrogen is having what? Only single line, but when Zeeman is going to put a magnetic field, he is going to get a several number spectral lines, this theory. Okay. Next after that what? Stark effect is there. Okay. Stark effect means he is going to put a electric, Stark means, Stark indicate what? That is electric current. Okay. He is going to put a electric current, he is negative, again he is going to pass a single line. In this case also he is going to get a what? Spectral lines. In this case also he is going to get a what? Spectral lines, means what? Several spectral lines. Again in this case what? This Bohr's theory is going to fail. Means if you are going to pass a single line, in this case also there is a formation of single spectrum. Okay. Here is there, no? Here I am going to pass a single line. In this case there is a formation of single spectral line only, but in this case there is a formation of what? Several spectral lines. This theory is going to fail. Okay. Again two postulates are there, I will explain, you have to take a screenshot. Okay. Is it okay? Okay friends, the next limitations of Bohr's theory, the sixth one, Bohr thought that electron is a particle nature. Bohr thought that, you know very well about that, the light is having a dual property, the one is what? Wave, another one is what? Particle nature. Okay. In that concept only, means Bohr thought that the electron is particle nature, but electron is wave nature also, wave as well as particle. That point we will study dual nature. Here is their point, means Bohr's do not consider the dual nature of light. Dual nature of light, dual nature of light means de Broglie, I will tell you later that de Broglie scientist had discovered the dual nature of light. Okay, every electron is having a two property, one is particle, another one is wave. Okay, that point is what fixed, but Bohr initially what thought that? He thought that what? Only what the electron is particle nature, that is why the Bohr's that concept is wrong. The next one is what? Bohr's theory gives 2D behavior of electron around the nucleus, means in this case here nucleus is there, the electron revolving around the nucleus, means Bohr thought that what? 2D, but actually the electron revolving around the nucleus but actually the electron revolve around the make it correction here, but actually the electron revolve around the nucleus is 3D, but actually the electron revolve around the nucleus is 3D. That is most important. Bohr thought that means 2D, but actually 3D. D means what? Dimensional. You know here about a 3D movie, okay, like that, that is 3 dimensional, but Bohr thought that 2D means try to understand here is there. Okay, this is you have to consider nucleus. In this case what happened? This is a what? Electron. Here is electron. This electron move like this also. Next this electron move like this also. The next electron move like this also. Next electron move like this also. Electron means electron move in a every direction means 3D. Every direction means what? 3D. But initially Bohr thought that the electron is having a what? Move in a what? Only 2D dimensional, but not like that. The electron move in what? Anyway, means any direction, any electron move in this direction or this directions or this direction, okay, everywhere. That is why that is most important, in every direction. That is why in this case important point is what? 3D. Every electron is moving around the nucleus in a 3D direction. Okay. Up to this what? The limitation of Bohr theory completed. The next important part is there, that is dual behavior of electron. That point we will study next video. Okay friends, thank you.